No offense England, but Ravens coach John Harbaugh is perfectly fine not returning to London after losing to the Jaguars, 44-7, on Sunday. Maybe I will get in trouble for saying this, Harbaugh said during his weekly press conference. I do not plan on going over there anytime soon to play again. Somebody else can have that job. Can you blame him? Harbaugh headed to the UK with his team quickly gaining steam as a potential AFC contender. He returned with renewed talk about his job security. Harbaugh explained how his disappointment started well before Jacksonville jumped out to a 37-0 lead. There were certain things that came up that you looked at and you go, that wasn't ideal, he said. We have no control over where we stay, how far the bus ride is and how long it takes us to get to the stadium and those kinds of things. A few extra miles on the bus do not explain Joe Flacco's 28 passing yards, no, that's not a typo, though, or the defense's 0 sacks, or the 410 yards it allowed to Blake Bortles' offense. Baltimore had earned early season hype by squashing the Bengals and Browns, who now are two of the league's 5 winless teams. Had such an embarrassing loss come in Week 1, we probably would have written the Ravens off entirely. Maybe that's how we should view this team given that its 2 wins are looking increasingly unimpressive. Is London some kind of curse? 2 of the 6 coaches who went there last year ended up being canned by the beginning of this year, and in the previous 2 seasons, a coach was fired immediately following an international contest. Maybe there's a reason for that. Or, maybe we're looking at this the wrong way. Maybe Jacksonville has finally found a home field advantage, even if it's an ocean away. The Jaguars have now won as many games in the UK as they have at home since the start of last season. Not getting this newsletter in your inbox yet? Join the MMQB's morning huddle. Hot red snow on the MMQB. Albert Breer was told that Saquon Barkley is the future of the NFL. The Titans rise and the Dolphins fall in the MMQB Power Rankings poll. Peter King writes that President Donald Trump could learn from Vince Lombardi, and more. Later today on the MMQB, readers explain why they're turning their attention away from football. Andy Benoit analyzes Cam Newton, again, and more. Stay tuned. Press coverage are up. Sheila Jackson Lee, D. Texas, expanded Colin Kaepernick's movement by kneeling on the U.S. House floor. J. Scott Applewhite AP1. In Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin explained the team's decision to stay in the tunnel for the national anthem. Meanwhile, more details emerged about Jerry Jones's role in his team's protest on Monday night. A congresswoman showed support for the players and their cause by kneeling on the House floor. Ravens national anthem singer Joey Odoms has reportedly resigned. DirecTV is offering Sunday ticket refunds. Too. And the storyline seems poised to roll into Week 4. Yesterday, Aaron Rodgers asked Packers fans to lock arms during the pre-game performance as a show of unity. 3. Time to parse some words. The Raiders might likely stay in Oakland through 2020.4. The Patriots pulled out a home win on Sunday, but that hasn't stopped writers from wondering why New England is struggling. Christian D'Andrea identified 3 potential fatal flaws for the team, while Ben Volen pointed out a completely different issue, a lack of speed on the defensive front. 5. While vultures might be circling around Carson Palmer, Cardinals GM Steve Keim focused on the offensive line's unacceptable play in Monday night's loss. 6. After a month of complaints about the Colts' inability to get a competent backup behind Andrew Luck, we've now got a column in the Indianapolis Star asking, should Indy trade away Jacoby Brissett? 7. 2 Air Bay moves. The Eagles brought back Kenyon Barner to help replace Darren Sproles, and former No. 3 overall pick Trent Richardson has landed in Saskatchewan. 8. In an email, Giants owner John Mara said, I am very unhappy with Odell's behavior on Sunday and we intend to deal with it internally. 9. Tony Romo, broadcaster, has a lot of fans. Brent Musburger seems to not be one of them. 10. Dolphins wide receiver Jarvis Landry will not be charged with anything for his alleged involvement in an April domestic dispute. Have a story you think we should include in tomorrow's press coverage? Let me know here. The kicker: for some reason Carson Wentz decided to up the stakes right before Jake Elliott's game-winning kick attempt. Comment? Story idea? Email me directly or let the team know at talkback@themp.com.